Today on MTG Unpacked, we're getting stuck into a bunch of packs for patrons. We have 6 packs of Throne of Eldraine, 2 War of the Spark, Ravnica Allegiance, and Guilds of Ravnica. And with me to do the pack blessings, we have Jace and Liliana, so hopefully they will get us the crazy pulls. So let's introduce the patrons. We have Bozza, so he gets 2 Thrones, 1 Guilds, and 1 Allegiance. Blessed by anybody, so we're doing a double blessing here, like so. So let's arrange them like that for Bozza. Next up we have Paper Time. So he gets 1 pack of War of the Spark, 1 of Throne of Eldraine. So let's see, blessed by Jace. And next is Carl, Elwood, and Logan. Alright, so Carl is getting 2 packs, so we'll just grab 2 packs of Throne of Eldraine, blessed by Jace. And finally, here we have Logan. So we're going to do some blessings with Liliana. Alright, now that craziness is out of the way, let's get cracking here. So we'll start off with Bozza. Thank you for being a patron, sir. Get stuck into it, and he's actually from down under, so my former homeland. Very cool. Let's get started. We have a Spear Spewer, Creature Goblin Warrior, very nice. 10th District Veteran, Fairy Duelist, Gore Clan Wrecker, Open the Gates, Consigned to the Pit, Territorial Boar, Plague White, Watchful Giant, Final Payment, and Screaming Shield! First, the uncommons, Wilderness Reclamation. There's a nice pull, so we'll set that aside for Bozza. Cry of the Carnarium, and the rare is Tithe Taker. Creature, Human Soldier, 2/1 for 2. During your turn, spells your opponents cast cost 1 more to cast, and abilities your opponents activate cost 1 more to activate, unless some mana abilities, and it has Afterlife 1. So you get to chuck a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token onto the board. There we are. And a Gruul Guildgate and a Goblin token. Alright. So if you'd not already guessed, the patrons get the rares, mythics, foils, and anything over $1. Next up, Throne of Eldraine, and this is one of the pull tab variety, the Japanese packs. So let's see how we go here. We have a Human Cleric, Forest, and oh no way, Bozza! Foil Mythic, the Cauldron of Eternity. Whoa! Legendary artifact for 12. This spell costs 2 less to cast for each creature card in your graveyard. Whenever a creature you control dies, put it on the bottom of its owner's library. For 2 and a black, tap, pay 2 life, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate its ability only any time you could cast a sorcery. Fantastic pull there. Alright, and your rare. Happily Ever After. I'll say, enchantment for 3. When it enters the battlefield, each player gains 5 life and draws a card. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 5 colours among permanents you control, there are 6 or more card types among permanents you control, and or cards in your graveyard, and your life total is greater than or equal to your starting life total, you win the game. Okay, so a lot of conditions there. You'd have to be lucky. And Grumgully the Generous, Creature Goblin Shaman, Foulmire Knight, Ferocity of the Wilds. Moving on to the commons, we have Reeve Soul, Festive Funeral, Jousting Dummy, Wolf's Quarry, Raging Redcap Goblin Knight, Marrowleaf Rider, Prized Griffin, Eye Collector. Are you watching this video, Richard? If you saw the patron snap packs over the weekend, you know what I'm talking about. I'll pop a link up in the corner to that video if you haven't seen it. And Opt. Okay, so rather nice pulls there. Let's rearrange things here. We'll have a Throne of Eldraine pile next. Guilds of Ravnica. So that foil mythic Bozza, I think that's going to be hard to beat. But we're going to try our best here. We have Wall of Mist, Wojek Bodyguard, Take Heart, Radical Idea, Hitchclaw Recluse, Dowser of Lights, Pax Favor, Veiled Shade, Boros Locket, Notion Rain, and Uncommons Conclave Tribunal, Hellkite Whelp, Pilfering Imp, and the rare is Legion Warboss, Creature Goblin Soldier, 2/2/3 with Mentor, so whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token gains haste until end of turn and attacks this combat if able. Very nice pull. Love the goblins and a Selesnya Guildgate and an Elf Knight token. Okay, so back to Throne of Eldraine. So let's see, we'll try to get you a, what do they have, the Extended Art Planeswalkers here. That's probably one of the craziest pulls. We have a MTG Arena card, Island, and the rare is Hushbringer, creature fairy, 1/2/2 with flying and lifelink. Creatures entering the battlefield or dying don't cause abilities to trigger. That's still a nice pull there. And Witch's Oven. So Eleanor the Discerning, Venerable Knight, and the commons Trapped in the Tower, Tempting Witch, Charmed Sleep, Jousting Dummy, Raging Redcap Creature, Goblin Knight, Rosethorn Halberd, Idyllic Grange, Mantle of Tides, Lonesome Unicorn, and Blow Your House Down. Alright, so there we are for Bozza. Thank you for being a patron, sir. I think you've done rather well for yourself this month. Alright, so we'll tuck this stuff aside and move on. And if you too would like to be a patron like these fine patrons here, I'll leave a link to the Patreon in the description for this video so you can check it out. Next up, War of the Spark for Paper Time. Thank you, sir, for being a patron. We have a Chain Whip Cyclops, Teo's Light Shield, Spellkeeper Weird, Turret Ogre, Shriek Diver, Snare Spinner, Spellgorger Weird. Okay, so that's related to the other one, I think. Very cool. Tamiyo's Epiphany, Banehound, Band Together, and Uncommons Tybolt's Rager, Gleaming Overseer, Teo the Shield Mage, so we'll tuck that in there as well. And the rare is Narset's Reversal. Instant for 2, copy target instant or sorcery spell, then return it to its owner's hand. You may choose new targets for the copy. And a Forest and a Zombie Army token. Alright, set that aside. Throne of Eldraine. The pull tab always tricks me. Okay. So I think I have to put this token in. You got a goat token. How can you go wrong with the goats? A plains. A foil Searing Barrage. That's pretty nice. And the rare is Feyburrow Elder. Creature Treefolk Druid, 0/0 for 3 with Vigilance, gets +1/+1 for each colour among permanents you control. Tap for each colour among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that colour. And the uncommons Epic Downfall, Thunderous Snapper, and Frogify. Commons Barrow Witches, Smitten Swordmaster, Idyllic Grange, Sporecap Spider, Crystal Slipper, Merrily Rider, Tall as a Beanstalk, Moonlit Scavengers, and Fairy Guide Mother. Okay, so some nice pulls there for Paper Time. Set these aside for you, sir. And already done rather well there with the Cavalier of Night. Next up we have Carl Elwood. Thank you for being a patron, sir. Let's get stuck into this throne. So we've got to try and beat what Bozza pulled off there. That was pretty incredible. We have an MTG Arena card, Island, and the rare is Fae of Wishes. Creature Fairy Wizard, 1/4 for 2, has granted 3 and blue. Sorcery Adventure, you may choose a non-creature card you own from outside the game, reveal it and put it into your hand, and the creature portion, flying 1 and a blue, discard 2 cards, you get to return it to its owner's hand. Okay, so there we are, Carl. Kenrith's Transformation, first uncommon, Marrowleaf Pixie, and Covetous Urge. Commons Tempting Witch, Wicked Guardian, Mystic Sanctuary, Garenbrig Carver, Signpost Scarecrow, Merchant of the Veil, Garenbrig Paladin, Moonlit Scavengers, Bartered Cow, and Tall as a Beanstalk. Okay, so not too bad, but I think we can do better. We need some mythics. So who was the blesser here? I think it was Jace. So Jace, where are the crazy pulls? We start off here with a Knight token, a Mountain, and the rare is Sorceress Spyglass. Artifact for 2. As it enters battlefield, look at opponent's hand and choose any card name. Activate abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated unless they are mana abilities. Alright, uncommons, Heraldic Banner, Once and Future, Revenge of Ravens, watch out Richard, pay attention. And again, the joke for the live stream over the weekend. Check it out. Commons, we have Trapped in the Tower, Festive Funeral, Brimstone Trebuchet, Signpost Scarecrow, Embereth Paladin, Rosethorn Halberd, Jousting Dummy, Fling, Opt, and Fortifying Provisions. Okay, so not too bad. We're still looking for the crazy pulls here, so we'll set these aside for Carl. And finally, rounding things out, we have Logan. Thank you for being a patron. New patron this month. Gets his signed Jackalope Herd card there. Very cool. Okay, War of the Spark. We have Battlefield Promotion, Crush Descent, Chain Whip Cyclops, Crawl Stinger, Vampire Opportunist, Pollenbright Druid, Devil Shadow Fugue, Thunder Drake, Sarkhan's Catharsis, yes! Vraska's Finisher, Uncommons, Evolution Sage, Gleaming Overseer, Kasmina Enigmatic Mentor, and the rare, a mythic, Niv-Mizzet Reborn, Legendary Creature Dragon Avatar 6/6 for every colour, whoa! With flying, when it enters the battlefield, reveal the top 10 cards of your library. For each colour pair, choose a card that's exactly those colours from. Among them, put the chosen cards into your hand and rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Have you pulled off some crazy shenanigans with this card? Leave a note in the comments. And a Plains and a Spirit Token. Okay, so 2 mythics in one video. I will take it. That seems like a good deal. And finally here, Throne of Eldraine, we are looking for the Mythic Madness to round things out. We get a Garruk Cursed Huntsman, so I'll give you that emblem. Those are pretty nice. And we're doing our usual trick here, so we get a Plains, Rare, Uncommons. Oh, there's a foil. Okay, so that's the rare, foil, and yes. Okay, so let's dig into the commons here. We have Dwarven Mine, Bacon to a Pie, Scorching Dragonfire, True Unveiled Treefolk, Roving Keep, Raging Redcap, Wishful Merfolk, Shining Armor, and Memory Theft. Okay, the uncommons. We have Grumgully the Generous, Shepherd of the Flock, and Redcap Melee. Okay, so the foil is Tournament Grounds, not bad. So it's a land. You can tap for colorless mana and add red, white, or black spend this mana only to cast a knight or equipment spell. Okay, so there we are for Logan. And finally, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button for more Magic the Gathering unboxings, and be sure to tap the notification bell to be notified as soon as new videos are released. Oh, great pull here for Logan. Fabled Passage, yes, it's a land, tap, suck it. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. Then if you control 4 or more lands, untap that land. Alright, fantastic pulls all round today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.